Josh, hit you again!
Ah! Someone.
Taser deployed. Get on the ground!
I have never, ever seen such an incompetent cop. The situation complete escalated by this cop. You are a liability to yourself and to the people you serve when you do not train. Departments need to have fitness requirements and actually train their cops. That cop shouldn't be a cop. This is not only embarrassing for the officer, but also for the department that hired this incompetent excuse of a police officer. Disgraceful. I just think it's kind of crazy how this dude took a taser, pepper spray, baton, and still kept going. On June 5th, the Kamek Village Police in Arkansas released a video showing a violent clash between officers and 35-year-old Dustin Arch Black. What started as a simple chat quickly turned into a heated scuffle. It all began when an officer approached Dustin to explain that stopping his car in the middle of the road was a traffic violation. On top of that, Dustin was accused of moving road barriers. Things got tense fast when the officer asked him for his ID, and Dustin refused to cooperate.
What can I do for you? You got ID with you, my man?
I'm sorry. I don't need anything.
Okay. What you doing out here, my friend?
Walking.
Okay. Was that you that moved the cones over there? Mm-hmm. You sure? Because I was told you did. Why don't you have a seat over here? Let's talk, man. If you don't mind, let's have a seat. I need to see some ID, sir. Come here. Come here. Come here. Turn around. Turn around.
Don't do that.
Turn around. Do not do this.
Bro,
do not do this.
You
Turn
don't
around.
Do this.
You turn around.
You
turn
don't. You don't want to do this, bro.
Turn around. Turn. Brentwood, North McKinley, stop. Stop. Stop fighting.
As things got more heated, an off-duty officer happened to be passing by and jumped in to help arrest Dustin.
Go out, fill in the bed.
No.
You're under arrest right now. Put your hands behind your back. You understand?
Stop.
Tase him, Tosh. Get on the ground.
Tase him now, God. I'm trying to get the taser.
Here's another angle from the body cam footage taken by the officer on the scene.
Josh, hit you again!
Ah! Someone. Damn!
Call for help on the radio jump right now.
Get the off of me,
Josh!
broke.
You're under arrest. Josh, get on the radio and call for help.
Broke.
Give me your handcuffs.
Stop.
Why are y'all hurting me? Why are y'all hurting me?
Toad. Stop. 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 Stop.
You're
Stop.
hurting me!
Stop.
Help me!
Stop.
Help!
Stop.
Help me!
Stop. We are trying to help you.
No!
Stop.
Other cops quickly showed up to help out while the struggle was still happening.
Y'all ready to flip mode? Go ahead, flip mode.
Why? The guy called the shoulders also. I know.
The officer who came to help got hit with a baton, and the first officer accidentally tased himself. During the struggle, Black's head was slammed into the ground. Afterward, both the officer and Black were treated at a local hospital. This incident sparked a lot of debate in the community. Some people think the cops need more physical training to handle situations like this better, while others believe the officer's poor handling made things worse. Here are some comments I've collected to give you an idea of the different opinions. 2 things. 1. The lack of physical fitness seems to be a huge issue. 2. The lack of control over the situation could have ended in another dead civilian by cop. The cop is lucky he didn't kill himself by accident. I understand people have the right to a career, but there should be standards. You are a liability to yourself and to the people you serve when you do not train. Departments need to have fitness requirements and actually train their cops. How does that police force not have fitness requirements for their officers? Clown cops escalated a walking with bare feet while thinking incident into a brutal situation. There should be fitness requirements for cops. This should be a federal thing. Officer Teletubby isn't chasing anyone, and he has a gun. That's a problem. This is not only embarrassing for the officer, but also for the department that hired this incompetent excuse of a police officer. Disgraceful. Warning sign 1. T-shirt says, veteran. This is not a bad thing, except that you're likely dealing with an individual with PTSD or other mental issue. A training issue itself, in addition to learning how to retrieve and use a taser. That officer lacks both physical and emotional fitness. How did he make it through police academy? He needs to find a new profession. This officer needs to be retrained and reevaluated. Oh my God! That officer needs to go back to the academy. He needs to learn defensive tactics, handcuffing, and how to use a taser. Jesus. I just retired after 23 years, and he's a soup sandwich. These cops wouldn't have this problem if they learned how to talk to people like people and stop being so confrontational right away. Maybe the DEP should consider physical fitness guidelines. This is the most inefficient arrest I think I've ever seen on body cam. This cop needs to get more physically fit and take his very dangerous job more seriously. He wears his taser in a cross-draw position on his left side, but the size of his gut prevents him being able to reach it with his right arm. So he draws it backwards with his left and therefore unholstered a weapon he didn't have control of while struggling with a suspect. Very dangerous and incompetent. The fact that he tasers himself and loses control of his taser and has his baton taken by the suspect is a serious problem. This is profoundly dangerous to himself, the suspect, and other officers. People die from mistakes like these. I have never seen so poor law enforcement than this. I feel sorry for the cops, but I couldn't help but laughing throughout the entire video. Was a veteran, and obviously he was struggling. Instead of treating our heroes like that, he went hands-on way too quick. Guy was not aggressive or swearing. Only thing he did wrong was need someone to talk to. There were many other ways to go about this. Terrible police agency. Josh needs to be put under review to see if he is able to do his job properly. Failed to control someone a quarter of his size, tased himself, and seemed to be in a panic the whole time. He gonna cost a partner their life one day. I never would have escalated a situation like this officer did when I was in law enforcement. I am hoping this officer was at minimum given a permanent desk position. It might not be fair to say, but these officers seem completely incompetent. Crazy how quick they lost control. This policeman seems very nice and probably wanted to help this guy and his community, but he needs training and a physical condition. That cop should not be on the force. Never have I ever seen one tase themselves like that ever, and even struggled to pull the taser out. How did that officer pass any kind of basic fitness test to remain in the police? These police departments that have no physical fitness standards are pathetic. How can they protect the public when they can't protect themselves? They can't chase anyone more than 10 feet or fight for more than 10 seconds before being spent. However, criminals don't always get the upper hand on law enforcement. The next video will show you why.
Bravo 24, John Young and Harwood.
Get on the ground now! Get on the ground right now!
Just wait for the units, they're coming. Just wait for they're coming.
The whole thing was caught on a cop's body cam during a tense standoff with a suspect. It happened when the officers were trying to calm things down and asked the suspect to cooperate, but he kept refusing and challenging everything the cops said. Even after being told to surrender multiple times, the suspect kept fighting back hard.
John Young and Harwood.
Get on the ground. 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 Put your stuff down and get on the ground. Get on the ground now. Get on the ground now. Get on the ground now.
Listen,
Get on the ground right now.
you don't know about me, I don't know about you, but
Get on the ground right now.
In this intense situation, the cops had to use stronger measures. The officer fired his taser twice, used pepper spray, and even a baton to try to get the suspect under control.
Bravo 24, you sent for.
Taser deployed. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground, dude. Are you gonna get sprayed? Get on the ground now. Get on. Man. Get on the ground. You hear me? Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground now. Get on the ground now.
Even though they used stronger measures, the suspect's fierce resistance made it hard to control him. He even fought back against the officer.
Ground now. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Yeah. Get it. On the ground before I shoot you.
The confrontation escalated until other officers arrived to help. In a flash, one of the officers tackled the suspect from behind, fully subduing him.
Was he already tased?
He should be by the gas station.
Get on the ground. Was he already tased? Was he gonna get on the ground? Do it now. Get that taser. Get that taser. Yep. Here you go, guys. Work together. Work together. Get the arm. Hey, calm down, guys. Work together. All right, I got one arm.
At the end of the standoff, we can see that the officer on the scene was very serious and careful in choosing the right weapons and methods to arrest the suspect. Despite the suspect's fierce resistance, the officer was determined not to use his Glock 17, ensuring safety for both sides and avoiding serious harm. After the video was widely shared, the officer's actions received praise and positive feedback from the online community. People emphasized the professionalism and determination of the police in handling the situation calmly and accurately. Some also noted that the suspect was particularly stubborn and difficult to control. Here are some standout comments we've gathered for you to check out. That tackle saved the suspect from getting shot. Huge respect for that officer. What's most nauseating about this suspect is his almost robot, snail-like stupidity and body language. Like he's living in his own insulated bubble of arrogance that needs to be punctured. He is unencumbered by civilization, authority, responsibility, everything except his own convenience. Like an amoeba moving away from a pinprick, his sole memory of this situation will be handcuff marks on his wrists, maybe a few bruises, but in due time, he will be bailed out, slouching his way down the street, mumbling to himself. When I tell you this might be the most professional officers I have ever seen, the way he at first did not use his gun until there was actually threat of bodily harm, him on top, but as soon as no longer a deadly threat, he holstered his weapon. Amazing. Need this more. Great tackle by that cop. Caught the guy off guard and everyone was okay. Great to see this officer use his baton. It's like officers these days forget that they have that tool on their belt. They're trying way too hard to save him from the bullet treatment. Bravo, amazing teamwork, officers. That cop wasn't playing around when he got there, LOL, he took him right to the ground. Good job, officers. Kudos to the police for not suicide by cop. Tough, but good job, officers. Loved all the communication between the police. That guy is tough, crazy cop sprayed the other cop in the face. Good work, officers. What a tackle, LMAO, that other officer should have boxed it out with him instead of that dumb stick, lol. Respect to officers who have to deal with these types. He took that taser like a G. Police deserve a lot of appreciation. That officer showed a great deal of professionalism by using every possible option available other than deadly force that was definitely probably warranted. I applaud him. That dude ate the taser like it was nothing. Impressive job by these police to resist shooting him, although they were in their right to do as such. I say the cops did a good job this time. Good work, fellas. You guys did an excellent job. I feel bad for cops that have to deal with people like him, but they handled it very well. The patience they have is admirable. I liked the way he took out the baton. Bro, this guy is the juggernaut. He took a taser, pepper, and baton, even took 3 people to stop him. I'm honestly impressed that he took 2 taser shots, pepper spray, and a baton, then just kept going unaffected. That guy is a monster. Imagine being alone and having to subdue him. Yikes. The suspect is a beast. He kept going after getting tased, pepper sprayed, and hit with a baton. I just think it's kind of crazy how this dude took a taser, pepper spray, baton, and still kept going. This guy was pretty tough. Additionally, many people praise the officer's professionalism and skill in handling warnings and using weapons. They encouraged careful actions and staying calm in tense situations. Some also stressed the importance of respecting police authority and cooperating with them to ensure public safety and reduce conflicts. What do you think about these situations? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss our future videos. See you next time.